22 Stoic lessons to change your life. Watch your words, better to trip with the feet than with the tongue, Zeno wrote. You can always get up after you fall, but remember, what has been said can never be unsaid, especially cruel and hurtful things. Make an inward change, outward transformation. In our clothes, in our cars, in our grooming might feel important, but is superficial compared with the inward change. That's the real change we need to focus on. Keep Seneca's advice in mind inwardly. We ought to be different in every respect, but our outward dress should blend in with the crowd. Take a walk. Throughout the ages, philosophers, writers, poets, and thinkers have found that walking offers an additional benefit, time and space for better work. As Nietzsche would later say, it is only ideas gained from walking that have any worth. Or here is Seneca, we should take wandering outdoor walks, so that the mind might be nourished and refreshed by the open air and deep breathing. Don't be ashamed to ask for help. Marcus Aurelius wrote, don't be ashamed of needing help. You have a duty to fulfill, just like a soldier on the wall of battle. So what if you are injured and can't climb up without another soldier's help? Do your job. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius asks himself, what is your vocation? He then answers, to be a good person. The Stoics believed, above all else, that our job on this earth is to be a good human being. It is a basic duty, yet we are experts at coming up with excuses for avoiding it. As Coach Bill Belichick put it, do your job. Look at the night sky. Marcus Aurelius wrote, to watch the stars in their courses and imagine yourself running alongside them looking at the beautiful expanse of the sky is an antidote to the nagging pettiness of earthly concerns. And it is good and sobering to lose yourself in that as often as you can. Seize the day. Seneca wrote, as each day arises, welcome it as the very best day of all, and make it your own possession. We must seize what flees. Trust yourself. In Seneca's essay on tranquility, he uses the Greek word euthymia, which he defines as believing in yourself and trusting that you are on the right path, and not being in doubt by following the myriad footpaths of those wandering in every direction. Know where you are going. Trust yourself and don't be distracted by others. Remember, you are going to die. Let each thing you would do, say or intend be like that of a dying person, Marcus Aurelius wrote. Don't let another day tick away in ignorance of the reality that you're a dying person. We all are. Can today be the day we stop pretending otherwise? Review your day. In a letter to his older brother Novatus, Seneca describes a beneficial exercise he borrowed from another prominent philosopher. At the end of each day, he would ask himself variations of the following questions: what bad habit did I curb today? How am I better? Were my actions just? How can I improve? Take the time today and review your day. Watch the wise. Seneca wrote that, without a ruler to do it against, you can't make crooked straight. That is the role of wise people in our lives, to serve as model and inspiration, to bounce our ideas off and test our presumptions. Who that person will be for you is up to you. But pick someone, watch what they do and what they don't do, and do your best to do the same. Perfect your character. Marcus Aurelius wrote, this is the mark of perfection of character, to spend each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, laziness, or any pretending. You can't have it all. Learn to prioritize. Don't set your heart on so many things, says Epictetus. Prioritize. Train your mind to ask, do I need this thing? What will happen if I do not get it? The answers to these questions will help you relax, help you cut out all the needless things that make you busy, too busy to be balanced or happy. Be prepared for sudden attacks. Marcus Aurelius wrote, the art of living is more like wrestling than dancing, because an artful life requires being prepared to meet and withstand sudden and unexpected attacks. Kill your ego and self-delusion, self-deception, delusions of grandeur. These aren't just annoying personality traits. Ego is more than just off-putting and obnoxious. Instead, it's the sworn enemy of our ability to learn and grow. As Epictetus put it, it is impossible for a person to begin to learn what he thinks he already knows. Receive honors and slights the same way. Do not take the slights of the day personally, or the exciting rewards and recognitions either. Trivial details like the rise and fall of your position say nothing about you as a person. Treat both success and failure with indifference. Focus on doing and being your best. The effort has to be enough. become immune to the seduction of external events. As Marcus Aurelius put it, receive without pride, let go without attachment. You always have a move to make. In tight situations you need energy, creativity, and above all faith in yourself. Defeatism won't get you anywhere except defeat. Focusing your entire effort on the little bit of room, the tiny scrap of an opportunity, is your best shot. As Seneca put it, apply yourself to thinking through difficulties. Hard times can be softened, tight squeezes widened, and heavy loads made lighter for those who can apply the right pressure. Persist and resist. Aurelius relates that Epictetus once said, "If anyone would take 2 words to heart and take pains to govern and watch over themselves by them, they will live an impeccable and immensely tranquil life." The 2 words are persist and resist. Persist in your efforts, despite any obstacles you might face, and resist naysayers, discouragement, and distractions. Don't sell yourself too cheaply, I say. Let no one rob me of a single day who isn't going to make a full return on the loss Seneca wrote in one of his essays. Because we don't exactly know how many days we'll be alive, and because we try our hardest not to think about the fact that someday we'll die, we're pretty liberal with how freely we spend our time. We let people and obligations impose on that time, only rarely asking, what am I getting in return here? Remember, we are all mortal. Both Alexander the Great and his mule keeper were both brought to the same place by death, Marcus Aurelius wrote. We all face the same end. Whether you conquer the known world or shine the shoes of the people who do, at the end death will be a radical equalizer, a lesson in abject humility. In death, no one is better, no one is worse. Accept the haters as they are. The Stoic does 2 things when encountering hatred or ill opinion in others. They ask, is this opinion inside my control? If there is a chance for influence or change, they take it. But if there isn't, they accept this person as they are. Our job is tough enough already. We don't have time to think about what other people are thinking, even if it's about us. Cultivate empathy, selflessness. As Seneca observed, it's possible to learn to rejoice in all their successes and be moved by their every failure. This is what a virtuous person does. They teach themselves to actively cheer for other people, even in cases where that might come at their own expense, and to put aside jealousy and possessiveness. You can do that too.